just before Thanksgiving. It was very warm and very nice fall weather. But yesterday was Thanksgiving. It got so cold yesterday, and today, after Thanksgiving, it is snowing, just like this. And the temperature is about maybe high teens to 20s Fahrenheit, and it's not comfortable to be outside. Although if you kind of wear your warm clothes and bundled up, it may not be that bad, but still you realized like fall and summer was like a dream. The winter is very I don't know, you tend to think about what life is, what living in this harsh weather. Why all of a sudden this warm, comfortable weather become harsh weather? Yeah, it's something to do with the changes, I would say. Yeah, I think about that. Reminds me of all kinds of changes in your lifetime that happens without any preparations or any warnings. Changes will come, boom, very fast, I would say. That's why people get kind of a little bit unprepared. But I think that's what it is to live in this life. I think life gives you all kinds of challenges, all kinds of difficulties. Human being, I think lifestyle are meant to be in a certain temperature, certain weather, certain location, but on this earth there's certain I don't know, more constant weather, constant climate. If the life environment, weather, job, relationship, all these things have very precarious conditions, I would say, in your life. And when it comes to that life, I think people adjust, or maybe they stay indoors more with more, the heating system is on and everything, and you kind of settled in reading books instead of going out. And I think my lifestyle has become like that all of a sudden. I rather stay in the room, comfortable, and read books and experience adventure of all kinds of lives when I read books. Yeah, but nonetheless, why people have those difficulties? Because they have not so difficult time before. That's why you have a difficulty, right? Okay, but after that also not so difficult time will come. So that's a promise of your life. However difficult it is right now, things will turn up and changes. So that's a good thing there. Just because you have a difficulty right now doesn't mean it lasts long. It will get better. The spring will come, summer will come again. So right now maybe it is difficult, but we have to more or less persevere in the difficulty and adjust. Maybe I don't know how much you can adjust in a very, very difficult situation, conditions, but there's some adjustment made, then you feel a little bit comfortable. Still difficult, but it's a little bit more manageable probably, or you kind of accept what this difficulty is and live with it, with this difficulty. That's adjustment. I think it's wise for people to live like that, because things changes anyway. So if you cannot adjust, you get going to a situation becoming more and more difficult, more and more challenging. But rather than that, either you could adjust, adapt yourself to it, doing a different activity, I would say, in the winter time. And it's okay, you don't have to continuously thrive on the same thing. You could change those routines probably. If you are avid walkers, you have to walk every day for 10,000 steps. You have been doing that in the whole summer and the whole fall, but all of a sudden you realize you cannot walk 10,000, 20,000 steps on this weather. Even though you bundled up and prepare for it, it's still difficult to do that. So you don't do it, you just stay home. You don't do exercise. You feel like, wow, then how about my, cardiovascular system training, everything like that. You have to give up a little bit. So I would say, hello, how are you?
Well.
It's nice weather to run, huh?
It's beautiful, isn't
Beautiful, beautiful.
it? And for pictures too.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, people still run in this weather, and he's enjoying it. Yeah, that's interesting. For him also it's very, very difficult to run this type of weather, but he does it anyway because it's manageable. Yeah, you don't die from it. So as long as you are able to do this, you want to do it. Yeah, for me, I would read books more and more. I would also watch the movies. The yesterday, yesterday I think I found this movie called Red Beard by Akira Kurosawa. This movie I've seen it a couple of times already in the past, but I don't own the DVDs or anything. So YouTube I found this particular movie. Oh, that's great, and I started to watch, and it is very very good movies, and it is interesting movie because it's about Mifune playing this medical doctor who are more humanistic in treating patients rather than the money oriented or any other the bad doctors, I guess. But in this particular clinic, this young doctor come, played by Yuzo Kawayama. And he is kind of a cocky in the beginning and kind of look down upon this particular clinic because it doesn't fit to his ideal mode of practicing the medicine. This is about the story, maybe 250 or 200 years ago or something, where Japan has before the opening Japan, so it's a samurai culture, and even that time I would say the poor people are ignored or neglected because of the economical reason. This is a story about those era, but I think the concept is kind of a new concept applying to the contemporary society. Background is this 200 years ago, but I think it's a criticism of today's contemporary medical practice or whatever. And as always, Kurosawa has this particular talent to depict this sudden change of the situations or mood. It's so interesting, and the particular thing is that the sudden surprise is always Kurosawa's film, always, and it's behind a particular theme. It's always this deep human beings' nature, human beings' responses to that particular difficult situation. Yeah, so I would recommend this particular movie for anyone who hasn't seen this particular movie. You have to see the Kurosawa's film. Most of the film are very very good and masterfully, visually very very nice, very well designed and constructed. So you love that particular scene, watching it. Very good. Like a slow takes, but it's kind of a deep meaning to it. This particular movie, it wasn't when it was made in Japan, 1960s, I would say. It wasn't that a big hit in Japan. So Kurosawa suffered from lack of funds, and but internationally he was very very popular, and well, financed by the international group. And he could make a movie after that, better film, like a Kagemusha, Run, something like that. So even Kurosawa is, with that huge talent, great artistic filmmaking, he suffered because sometimes he was criticized by Japanese critics, I think mostly, and I don't know, lack of audience response. Yeah, to come to think of it, it's kind of strange to think about those things because today I think I would consider him to be the best film director in the world. But he has this up and down as well. I think as you see most of the film, 80% of them are very, very good. And 20% of them, in my opinion, is like he struggled. He struggled to make a good film. And I think sometimes, he failed. He didn't achieve that what he wanted. But that's probably his artistic view is always trying to come up with something new or something good artistically. And that particular thing, even Kurosawa suffered. He had a tremendously mentally suffered and trying to commit suicide or something like that because of that. So that's very, very interesting to see because even world-renowned Kurosawa, you get that type of situations. Yeah, such is life. But I'm glad that I could see that particular film in the YouTube again. And I like to own that particular DVD. So I'm thinking about it. Okay.